What's up, people? Welcome to episode 9 of my trade recap series. Um, it's going to be pretty loud in the background because I have I have electricians here installing uh, a new furnace and an AC system. But I just wanted to go ahead and do this because it's a good time window for me. I did just get a mic though, so let me know how the audio quality is comparatively, uh, as opposed to my previous videos. So this is the 128 point short, um, and it's not 128 points from the point of initial entry. It's actually 128 points from the point of my second entry, which was at 344 even, and went ahead and TP down here around the 216 mark. Really was looking to hold all the way down here, kind of just spawned in, sort of, if you will. I wasn't paying enough attention, to be honest. I was playing Ballistic Fortnite ranked, and I was kind of intending to take the trade off before FOMC, but I did have a pretty, my stop loss on my last contract was in profit up here. So because it was in profit, I felt okay to just let it run. I opened up my phone, saw that we were bulldozing and almost there, decided, you know what, that's plenty of money. I'm just going to go ahead and take my profits. So that's what I did. And so here's basically what happened. Looking at the 15-minute, right? And I'm seeing that up here, there was basically no structure. I went into the day before, so the night before, we were hanging out around, well, on stream on Tuesday afternoon. I was telling the premium members in my group, the Magma Mindset, that I see this as a non structural low. It's a low tap back on the 2 hour right here, as you can see, because of this closure here, and then this tap back right here. And then on the 15-minute, it's just simply a non-structural low. So I was expecting it to be a draw, but I also said that I would really like to see it all the way down to this draw ultimately. I had absolutely no idea that FOMC was going to do this. For the last 2 weeks, I have been calling for if you turn B80J off real quick, I have been calling for price to get all the way down into the 200s. So we're almost there. I'm thinking that that was the area at least I wanted to see it down into because of this previous flip down and flip up on the 2 hour. So yeah, I didn't think it would do it all in one day. This is pretty nuts. I mean, 1,000 points in one day, like uh, I don't even care that I wasn't a part of it. I'm glad I TP'd because it's good habits. I mean, obviously, it'd be cool to have held something like that, but that's not my trading model. I don't trade FOMC and try to catch breakouts. There's pretty low win rates on stuff like that, so I just wanted to play it safe. Anyways, I don't know why I have this marked out here. It must be something significant, but I had to find internal invisible structure. I teach invisible structure inside my mentorship. I don't teach it publicly because Stoic would knock it off. And essentially, we have a swing from what we believe to be a higher time frame here, even though on the 15-minute, obviously there's nothing actually visible. So I did my top-down analysis video Tuesday night. We were around here, I want to say, maybe a little higher. And I was totally geeked. I was not in my right mind. But I did say that I'm still wanting to see us down to, hang on, let me turn B80J back off or back on. I did want to see us down to that 178. So look for the opportunity in this move down once we had our confirmation of this invisible structure right here to the downside. I went ahead and used an internal 5-second model as well um, for a short entry. And I believe that it was 309 was my main entry for that. I could be wrong, but I TP'd for 60 points on most of my contracts, and then my stop loss was all the way up top here. So I had less runners left than the contracts that I took profits for between 60 and 70 points. And so because of that, I felt comfortable holding and even adding here because I wouldn't have been at a total loss. The deficit wouldn't have been so bad. So essentially, it comes up, and I saw an opportunity to add one more contract on there, putting me at 3 or 4 in total from that point left after TPing and then adding back. So I added back on 344 because obviously the midway of this, and because I believe the bias was bearish, I believe that we have a draw to make down below. No, not down here, right here. We're just gonna. I wish that we could like cut this off. Maybe I can, let's set it to bar replay real quick so we can just cut this out right here. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so now we have that cut out. Um, So this is what I was looking at right here. Um, and yeah, wanting to see price come down to this draw below over here. Let me scoot it over. So after I added a contract here, I decided to go ahead and exchange for a positive position on these that I had entered at from 309 over here for anywhere from 20 to 40 points. And then I only had one runner left, so it was nice. I was already nice in profit. I had secured on a few contracts at least 60 to 70 points, on a few more contracts around 30 points average. And then I had one runner. Stop loss ended up moving to right here because of this Fibonacci tool, which is something I teach in the private mentorship as well. Switch to right here. And then that put me about 15 points in profit, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 16 points in profit. And then from there, just tried to hold until it got to my draw. Like I said, opened up my phone, saw we were close, decided not to be greedy, took the profit, and I'm happy that I did. I had a good day yesterday. It was a good trade. So essentially, whole thing looks like this. Let me turn this back off. Whole thing looked like this from here to the 344. And we can just say it was up here for starters. And then right at that 216 roughly level right there. And that was wraps. One sec. Sorry, my electrician didn't know where the breaker box was outside. Okay, yeah. So what's the R on that? Almost 3. I like trades like that. I think that 2 or 3 R. Obviously, you guys have seen me secure way more than that, but I've been getting a lot more comfortable with just taking my smaller amounts and then letting price continue. That's just because at the end of the day, especially from the experience I've had so far with doing my live account, when money's on the table and the market is giving it to you, it's a good idea to just take your money um, and continue to sharpen your edge. And if you have an edge and you have a way to print money in the market, then you don't need to make 1,000 points in one day because you can make 1,000 points in a week or a couple weeks. And eventually, if you learn consistency, you can actually make way more than you would have made on that 1,000 point dump because you're going to be you're going to be able to take trades long term with more size over time. That's going to make you more and more and more profits over the course of years rather than just the course of one single day. Yeah, if you guys want to learn the actual trading models in detail for how I'm getting into these executions in real time, then consider joining the premium group. We do streams twice a week, daily top down analysis video every day, higher time frame analysis in the channels, chat channels every day. Members are always allowed and encouraged to ask questions and get answers. So lots of good stuff going on there. But if not, if you have questions that can be answered without the need for any photos, right? If I don't have to send pictures of charts, if it's just a general question that you can type and I can type back to you, go ahead and ask it in the YouTube comments or on Twitter, and I'll get back to you on that. All right. Have a safe trading day. Good luck, y'all. Peace.